Hello, soul friends. This is Miriam, and welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is what does this group of people think about you? So, this could be work, church, school, friends, family, in laws, that kind of stuff. Okay, so like a group of people. Um, Remember, no matter what your individual beliefs, tarot is either your spirit guides coming forth to give you advice, or it is your own subconscious mind answering life's ponders. So either way, that is healthy and you are in the right place. Please go ahead and start focusing your energy on which pile is drawing you to it. Today, our tarot card deck that we're going to use for all of the readings is called the Everyday Tarot. This is that Biddy Tarot. Okay, they have online card explanations, shops, all kinds of wonderful stuff, and this little deck is just wonderful. So that's the tarot deck we're going to use for every single one of these readings. This particular pile has some citrine on it, and this is the Oracle of the Shapeshifters. Okay, so that's pile one. Pile two is the Energy Oracle cards. Pile three is the Power of Surrender cards. And I'm sorry, this is Blue Apatite and Amethyst on this pile. And then my apologies, this pile is Snow Quartz, Hematite, and Sodalite. And then Power of Surrender, my bad. Okay. And then we have this pile with the beautiful citrine as well, and peridot. And this particular deck is called Oracle of Shadows and Light. Same author and artist as this. Okay, so on top of those, we also have Making Magic cards, Manifesting Your Dreams. And then we have some fun little You Are Magic 40 mind-blowing quote cards to help you follow your gut, tap your intuition, and manifest your dreams, because you got the universe on speed dial. Okay, so these two decks will be used with all of these as well to help us gain some clarification. And so yes, go ahead and stare at your piles, pick whichever ones speak loudest to you, and yes, if you find one that you like, but you're also being drawn towards another one, watch them both. What the heck? Watch them all. There might be little messages inside for all of you, because there's all kinds of weird stuff coming through general readings, and your subconscious mind is going to pick those out, or your guides are going to call you and read them. So without further ado, there are timestamps listed below for each of these individual piles. Remember, this is pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go ahead and pause the video if you need, and we will see you in your individual readings. Bye-bye. Hello again. So if you picked pile 1, let's go ahead and just get into your reading. Pile 1, what does this group think about you? My goodness, pile 1, you've already got all kinds of answers popping out. All right. Let's look and see what they are saying about you, pile 1. I'm going to move these over here. There we go. Let's see if they stay. If they fall, I apologize. Okay. Pile 1, what does this group of people think about you? Okay, we have the unending sadness of looking back, endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, or negative nostalgia, number 36. I'll give you kind of a look here. Sorry for the window glare. There we go, that's nice. Okay. We also have Mermaid in a Koi Pond. Rediscover your individuality, become the dragon, number 41. Sweet. All right. Ew, that's nice. That gets rid of the glare. Can you see that? Nice. Okay. We also have the butterfly ferrets. Aw. I am reborn, number 5. And Artemis of the Forest. Now you are independent and free. Here's the picture. Okay, so let me get a sense for this real quick. What does this group of people think about pile 1? Okay, so pile 1, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. It's not super bad, but it seems like this card in particular is speaking to me that this is at least everyone's impression of you right now. Okay. That for some reason, the people around you have this perception, whether real or imagined, that you are very, very depressed, pile number 1. And that it's not going away, that it's like endless regret, obsessive grief. Maybe you're going through a hard time right now and you're venting to these people. They're not seeing you feeling better. Does that make sense, pile 1? And my goodness, I'm so sorry, like, that you're hurting, y'all. That's not fun. Negative nostalgia also could speak to the fact that they're seeing that you're having a hard time letting go of something that has been gone for a while now, like some good time that you had that has passed, and you bringing it up a lot. And it's not like they're annoyed by you, but it's like they're getting frustrated because no matter what everyone's saying to you in this group, or how they're acting around you and how they're speaking to you, they are not seeing your mood improving. Okay. And at this point, I'm sensing that, like, it's been going on so long that perhaps people are getting frustrated with you, and that's making your pain increase because you're like, why won't you listen to me? Pile 1. So sorry, you guys. The mermaid in the koi pond. This is what your people around you want you to be doing. This is what they've been encouraging you to do. You might even be seeing words and phrases in these cards that they've actually said to you. Okay. Pile 1, this is also if you believe in guides coming through to help you, and I do. This is something that either your guides are saying to you as well, or your subconscious mind is saying to you as well, depending on what your belief is. And so deep down, the people around you, I think, know that you know this is where you need to get. Okay. That you're going to rediscover your individuality, that you're going to learn how to move on from whatever you've lost back here. Okay. Maybe it's a relationship, a job. It could even be like a death, pile 1. I'm so sorry if you've lost someone. And it really sucks, pile 1, because the people around us that aren't directly affected by the grief that we are feeling, boy, they sure move on faster than we do. And I'm not saying that the group of people around you are selfish people. I'm just saying in general, groups of people are kind of selfish when it comes to letting someone grieve on their own time, if that makes any sense. People get over it faster than you. They want you to get over it too and become okay again. Okay. And people grieve in different ways, and it's hard, and nobody goes through it the same way. Anyway, that being said, I think you, your guides, your mind, your friends, or this group of people, this family, friends, coworkers, they want you to end up here as well. Like, I think you need to go here. They definitely know that you need to go here, but you're like stuck. You don't know how. Okay. The butterfly ferrets. So this to me is speaking from your guides or your mind, okay, or the reality of this situation. And that's that you've lost this thing, whatever it might be, okay? And I feel how heavy it is, you guys, and I'm so sorry. The butterfly ferrets want you to transform now, okay? There's this movie I like where this lady loses her husband to a violent crime, and she is trying to make it through her life. And this guy asks, how did you get through what happened to you? And she says, you don't, you become someone else. Okay. And I think that's what this card is for, is telling you that you aren't ever going to get back to that. That's why that nostalgia is so strong. Okay. Is that you can't get back to it. You can't have it back. And that's why the nostalgia is negative and not just like sweet memories. Does that make sense, pile one? And so the butterfly ferrets are telling you that it's time for you to, gosh, it's hard for me to say this to you. I feel this pain coming through so hard. Whew, I might need to pause for a second. Anyway, they want you to know that, like, in addition to what you've lost, it also kind of like a part of you went with that loss. Okay. Like when you lose someone and a part of you goes with them, you can't ever get that part back. The focus that they want you to have, the people around you and your spirit guides or your mind are telling you that that you're a new person now. Like all this stuff has already happened. Like this death or this ending has already occurred. And you have already been reborn into this new life, whether you've realized it or not, pile one. And so, gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. They want you to step into this new life. And once you accept that all of this is gone and that you need to, this time on your own, or in this solitude of grief, okay, is necessary for you to accept this rebirth into this new portion of your life that you're looking for. And this might not be an emotional death in the sense of like losing a person. It could be like maybe you lost a job, maybe some wonderful project that you were in came to an end. You know, like one time I was in community theater for a while and it was super fun. And then it came to an end and I was sad, that kind of thing. It could be something as simple as that. But whatever it is, it was a huge part of your life and it weighs on you that it's over. And I'm picking up on that. And so are the people around you, to the point where they're starting to worry that you're not moving on as quickly. Now, whether or not these people for each of you are right that you're not moving on quickly enough, that's how they're feeling. Okay. They understand, but everybody wants you to be okay. And you might even be being pressured by some of them to move on. You're going to be fine, yada, yada, yada. And like, they don't realize that those types of comments aren't helping you. Okay. And I'm sorry for that too. Okay. And then Artemis of the Forest. Once you go through this process, pile one, your guides, your mind, your group of people want you to understand, and they all understand that it's going to free you. Okay. It's going to free you and make you happy. And also look for messages from deer, okay? The stag, the doe. Make sure that if one of them appears to you in a dream or just like, you know, looks at you in the eye when you're checking the mail, if you've got deer all over your neighborhood like we do, look for that. You know, take note of what you're doing, what you're looking at, what you're seeing, what you're feeling. And you might gain, I was trying to say gain and glean at the same time. You might gain some insight onto what you are supposed to do. Okay, my apologies. These cards slipped and I was adjusting myself back here and then woo! Okay. Poor pile ones. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, so that all being said, let's move these little guys because they're being wily. Oh my goodness, so wily. Okay. And then we will scooch these up. And we'll get into some tarot. So let's grab these little wonderful little cards here. Pile one, the group of people and what they think about them. Pile one's guides. If you want to jump into anything more specific for people that you know that they'll catch, go right ahead. Oh, there's one. There they all are. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Here we go, y'all. So, yep. Okay. So we have the Six of Wands. I'll go ahead and let you see it upright. And it's in reverse. The Ace of Wands, also in reverse. The Queen of Wands, and she is also in reverse. And then we have the Ten of Wands, also again in reverse. Okay, so pick-a cards are so fun, aren't they? They just keep telling you the same things over and over again. Okay, so the Six of Wands, when it's upright, usually means like having accolades from like the people around you, like they're all praising you and celebrating your accomplishments. Okay, it's in reverse because I think that some of the sucks, but some of them are being critical towards you right now, pile one. Some of you pile ones have some critical people around you that are saying, you need to move on. You need to stop wallowing. You need to move on with your life. You didn't need that anyway, whatever is happening. I just got this thought run through my mind that this also could be something like an addiction that you've let go of and you've quit the addiction part, like you're not using it anymore. You know, this could be something as simple as coffee or as crazy as heroin, okay? But you've quit, but you're not feeling better yet, you know? And the reason why is because you're stuck back here, okay? You're stuck with the relief it was giving you, all right? And then because these people are being critical with the Six of Wands in reverse, it's like you feel like they're ganging up against you or that they're neglecting you, okay? And those feelings are real, pile one. Like, I'm not invalidating your grief or your loss because I feel for you so hard, like the energy that I'm picking up. The Ace of Wands being in the reverse is also, it's like you have this potential for this new beginning. Sorry. You have this potential for this new beginning and this new inspiration and this new start to your life. But because it's reversed, that's very much still speaking of that stuck, stagnant, staying back here, okay, and not moving forward to here, okay. The Queen of Wands, same diff. All this wand energy, have you noticed that? It's all wands. This is all speaking, wands are like about inspiration, spiritual soundness, okay, or spiritual confidence, spiritual growth, this like fiery, inspiring, exciting time, okay? When she's in the reverse, it's like you might be uninspired. It also, the Queen of Wands, when she's upright, is super social, okay? Queen of Wands reversed, maybe used to be, she's not now, okay? But everybody still knows who she is because she's a queen. And so like this also speaks to those groups of people. You feel them watching you, okay? The Ten of Wands talks about a huge burden that you're carrying all by yourself, okay? The reverse, I believe, is pointing out to the fact that this isn't necessarily true, pile one. I know it feels that way because of this energy, everybody's picking up on this energy from you and maybe even pulling away from you a little bit because they don't know what to do, okay? They are there for you. Y'all just don't know how to talk to each other right now about this situation. I don't know if you're holding back explaining to them what you're going through. I think you've been explaining it quite a bit, and that's why they're getting frustrated, is that your explaining hasn't gotten more positive over time. I think maybe they aren't speaking to you about it because they've reached a point where they don't want to bring it up because they see you get so upset. They want to change the subject to try to get onto a more positive plane of conversation or of interaction with you, and it's not happening. Okay. And so they're there for you, but nobody knows how to help you anymore because this has gone on for such a long time. Okay. The 10 of Wands being a 10 also means that like you're trying to reach the completion of something, but if it's upside down, you might not be there yet. Okay. Now, the fact that this is, when it's upright, shows you carrying these things all by yourself, managing, but carrying these things by yourself. With it reversed, I think it's time that maybe you reach out for help. If this group of people um, aren't helping you through this process of grief, it might be a good idea to speak to someone. You found this reading, so like it seems to me like you're searching for answers wherever you can find them. Okay. I want to, this just came through my mind really hard. Your guides are screaming at you. Comfort is coming. Comfort is coming. But it's like you're that like that little kid with like a sliver in their like foot or in their hand, and they're scared of having their parents or their, caretakers pull it out. And so you just hang on to it and just live with it. And then it festers and it gets worse and more painful and can even eventually cause an infection or a really serious illness, even kill you. Okay. Um, you've got to pull this out of you. There's meditations you can do on YouTube that are free. Like if you're financially unable to go seek like the help of a therapist, there are free YouTube videos out there. If you're in a larger area, there are support groups where you'll actually be surrounded by people who are going through the same thing, as opposed to surrounded by people who don't understand. I'm not getting a sense from these people around you that they don't care, pile one. They do. They just you've been so upset for so long that they just can't. They've tried everything and they can't figure out how to do it. It might not feel like they're trying, but they really have been. Like I'm hearing that they talk about you a lot, like when you're not there. And it's not like they're like I don't want to cuss. It's not like they're like bad mouthing you. Okay. It's just that I'm hearing things like they just won't, uh, I tried to get them to go with me to this one thing that I thought would really help and they'd really enjoy, and they just wouldn't go. They just wanted to stay home and be sad. And I just don't know what to do about that. Okay. Um, but I'm seeing with the 10 of Wands that if you let go of some of this burden yourself and share it with like people who do understand. So like there are support groups out there for grief that are free. Okay. Like I go to support groups sometimes. They're free. And YouTube has a wealth of meditations for grief, for letting things go, for getting your breathing under control when you're having like a grief attack or like a sad spark. You see something that makes you sad and you just get angry or sad and upset all over again and you just start grieving. Okay. Let me get like one more card for you from the tarot. Look at that. 5 of Wands in the upright. Oh, goodness gracious. This speaks to like chaos, but not chaos in like the tower or the upheaval sense. It's like people with a bunch of different ideas all trying to do something at the same time, and it isn't helping anything. Okay. That to me definitely speaks to the fact that this group of people around you, their intentions are good. I really do feel that, but they're just not helping you, pile one. They're just not helping you with what you need right now. So I think right now, my advice would be to seek out a group, YouTube. You came to watch this video and like you're moving in the right, I already see you moving in the right direction if you're here. Does that make sense? You're halfway there, kind of. Does that mean you're like at the very beginning of this stage right here? We need to get you over here where you set this down. You accept that this is a new rebirth. You start looking at where you've landed, where the dust has settled, who you are now. Okay. Let go of what these people around you, what you think they expect from you, or let go of the pain you feel that they're not helping you the way that you need to be helped. okay? Set that. My apologies, pile one. I must have talked for more than 30 minutes already, which is crazy. I just feel like I can't leave you while you're feeling so sad. So my recording stopped. I just started it up again. I wasn't paying attention. So if I cut off there in the middle, don't worry, I didn't say anything important after that. Okay, so I hope this is all making sense, and I hope that it's starting to make you feel better. The answers that or the support that you're trying to get from this current group of folk isn't helping you. Like I feel like you're maybe hurt that they talk about you. Okay, and that's totally valid and fine. So let's go ahead and pull you one of these, because these are nice little message cards that, oh, see, will help you. Okay, so these are just words, not pictures. So it says, miracles happen all the time. We're here, aren't we? Yes. See, you've made it here, pile one. This is your first step, okay? Maybe for some of you have gone to a group already, and now you're trying this on for size. You're looking for comfort from somewhere, okay? And if you're here, you're in a healthy place, and your guides brought you here, or your mind did. So we're here, aren't we? We're here. Maybe some of you, I'm feeling like some survival guilt in some senses of the word for some of you, okay? That maybe you made it and somebody else didn't, okay? In some, maybe not death or physical death, but in some way, okay? You made it here. And so they're saying that like that in itself is a miracle, because the stuff that you've been going through back here, y'all, is so painful. Like I feel it in my chest, and I'm so sorry, pile one. I wish I could help you more than I am, you know? So focus on that. Focus on that. You've made it this far. You're not just laying down and giving up, okay? You're realizing that you can't go back to this, or you wouldn't be here, okay? I think that you are focusing on this group of people because they're people that you usually depend on for this type of situation when you're hurting, and they're not giving you what you need, and that's why you're out looking for other answers to this, okay? So these are magic, making magic. I read that backwards. These are these little cards that kind of give you some advice on things that you can do, symbols that you can look at that your guides want you to see, something that you might see that reminds you of something important that you need to know from this reading, and just gives you some nice positive action type things that maybe you can do to help you through these processes. Okay, so pile one needs at least one or two of these, if we could, please, guys. And when I'm shuffling, never mind. I was gonna say, when I'm shuffling like this and nothing comes out, then I'll just split the deck, but it looks like some stuff came out. So let's see what we got here. Breaking bad habits, self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. Okay, so remember I was talking before about some of you might have given up an addiction of some kind or a bad habit of some kind, you know, from not working out, or from, you know, gaining too much weight, or from smoking, or from something, okay, alcohol, whatever. You've already done like the hard part of letting it go, like not doing it anymore. And now you're just stuck in this like negative space without this habit that you had that was providing you comfort. Because we don't just do bad habits because we're bad. We do them because they provided us comfort in some way at some point, and then it stopped working. Okay. So for those of you who might have done a bad habit, this one's definitely for you. Let's just set these up here, maybe. Hopefully you can still kind of see that. Oh, that's nice. Except for that glare. Okay, so breaking bad habits. We also have the elements. The elements of fire, air, earth, and water combine to create powerful protective boundaries, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional. Okay, some of you, because this is a general reading, and I feel like there's a lot of different energy coming in. Some of you with these groups of people have been, you've been bombarded by them. Like those people that keep knocking on your door and bringing flowers and casserole and giving you like unwanted, unsolicited advice. There you go, pile two again. Or pile one. I'm so sorry. Gosh, we're gonna get through this, you guys. This card is speaking of this idea of like being bombarded by people who aren't serving what you need. Okay, they're trying to, but it's like when people like knock on your door trying to sell you something that you don't need or want. And maybe it helped a lot of other people, but it's just not for you right now. Okay, so I'm seeing that coming through as well. So what your guides are wanting you to do with this is focus on the elements. So look into earth, air, fire, water, especially pay attention to fire because man, the wands are just all over the place. Okay. Um, Study each one. Look for signs with the elements and see if like something's coming through from your guides to help you through this situation. Okay. Now let's grab this last one. We're almost done, pile one. I'm sorry this has gone on so long. Alwyn, 3 rays of light. If I mispronounced this, I'm sorry. This says balancing male and female energies for peace and harmony. Okay, so also look into masculine and feminine aspects of spirituality. Don't just like if you pray to a goddess, pray also to the masculine form of that energy, the god. Okay, if you believe that if your god is the same, like it's not male or female, or maybe both, then that's fine too. Focus on all elements of feminine and masculine energies is what I'm getting coming through for you to help you through this. So here's what I'm seeing that you need to get through. Focus on the elements, start studying those, okay? I know that you broke this bad habit by not continuing to do it, but you're still in pain. They are screaming at you. Don't go back to that old comfort. It's not going to help you, and you're going to be right back here, okay? And then last but not least, look into that idea of masculine and feminine. I'm not sure what that one means for most of you. I feel like it's going to be like kind of like an inside message for some, okay? And then just remember, miracles happen all the time. You're here. You got here. You got this far, okay? Pile one, that was a long one. I am so sorry you are hurting. I am so sorry I'm dropping cards everywhere. Please like and subscribe if this helped you. Also, let me know in the comments how this resonated for you and give me topic ideas of stuff you'd like to hear in the future. Pile one, I feel for you. You're not alone. Reach out for that help. Reach out to your guides, even if there's no people you can find. But start looking out there for help. Open up your mind. Let go of thinking about this as your sole focus. Open up your mind to what these messages are telling you and start looking for signs, because all these little signs, butterflies, ferrets, deer, okay, this little thing looks like a beetle. I'm like, it's little, it's like literally as the size of her. She's like hugging it to her chest. Koi fish, mermaids. Look for these signs. Look for fire signs, okay? Look for element signs. Look for divine feminine and masculine signs, and you'll start to see these patterns of things opening up to you, okay? And you will start to feel comfort. Comfort is coming. That is what I keep hearing over and over again. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here with you, pile one. Man, sending you so much positive energy and telling your guides thank you for coming through. We all want to help you, pile one. And I hope this gave you some kind of direction or at least some comfort in a little bit. Okay, so with that, I will let you go. Please, please, please like and subscribe if you found this helpful, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you so much, pile one. Hang in there. Keep your head up. All right. Hello, pile two. And if you picked this pile, this will be all about you. What does this group of people think about pile two? What does this group of people think about pile two? Oh. Okay. Oh, wait, this guy wanted to come out too. Okay. these You Are Magic cards just will not cooperate with me today. Okay, so let's scooch these up. And let's find out what your guides have to say about pile 2, what this group of people thinks about you. Oh, appreciation. Sweet, number 15. Oh, happy family, number 4. Oh, 37. Third chakra. So that's your solar plexus chakra. Number 37, Archangel Shamuel. Did I say that right? Angel folk? I'm still learning about angels. I just started studying about that lately. And 28, victory. Dang, pile 2, positive. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So this is what I'm seeing for you, pile 2. Oh, like polar opposite energy of pile 1. Those of you who are like, oh, I'm glad I didn't pick pile 1. I'm just kidding. If you picked pile 1, you needed to be there. Okay, so pile number 2. So this group of people appreciate you. I'm feeling a sense of you're that one. Okay, you're that one person that everybody likes, depends on, looks up to, and creates this harmony around you, and at least with this particular group of people. It looks like if you were looking at these cards for like, what does your family think about you? Well, they sure are happy with you, pile 2. And 4 is a great, one of those positive numbers of like balance and wonderful stuff. Okay. Just completely like you're the whole package as far as these group of people are concerned, pile 2. So that's awesome. With the third chakra and this archangel, Shamuel, we'll just call him that in case, maybe I should be saying Camuel or Chamuel, but I'm going to say Shamuel because it just sounds better to me. With this archangel coming through, that's probably a guardian angel of yours who's actually coming through to you guys specifically because they're actually a guardian angel that's been appointed to you. And so maybe look up some information on this guy to see how he's helping you, okay? Or how he's speaking through these groups of people. With the solar plexus chakra, I do know some things about the chakras. That is all about like your centeredness, your inner strength, your willpower, okay? Anytime that you have an inner drive to like succeed, to inspire, to create, to shut something down even, okay? That's all coming from this hard center inside of you, okay? And I'm guessing since this guy showed up with the solar plexus chakra card that he is most likely an angel that protects or teaches or hones that energy of the solar plexus chakra. So I'm guessing he has all those same qualities of like toughness, being able to reach deep down in and just make it happen. Okay, amazing. And then with this card, you're the victor. You are victorious in this entire situation. As far as these people are concerned, they're kind of in awe of you. Some of them might even see you as this angel type. Like they see a lot of his characteristics in you. They depend on you the way that a human would depend on him. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of both masculine and feminine energy. I'm getting a lot of father-mother energy too. So I'm feeling that some of you are parents. Okay, if you're not, then I'm seeing that you are a source of strength within that family. Okay, if this isn't about family, whatever this group of people, whoever they are, you make it feel like a family, and that's all directly correlated to your doings and your accomplishments, and it's being met with nothing but appreciation from this group of folk. So if you've been, it doesn't look like you've been worried, but if you have been worried about what people think about you, don't, because my goodness, they are totally, yeah, they're totally fine with you. 100%. I'm not sure how you're handling it. So far, it looks like you're handling it great, but let's pull some tarot to make sure. All right, pile two again. We cut out there for a minute. These are gonna be some choppy videos. So this card speaks to like charity, being the person who's holding all the cards and sharing them with people, and that everything's working out according to fairness, like you've earned this place. If we look at it reversed, that shows me that maybe there are some issues of it feeling out of whack, like maybe you're the one that has to give too much. Okay, because I'm getting this sense very much that you are the one that handles all of this. Okay, so let's stick those back up right, so you can just see the images better and take that how you need, up, right side up, upside down. I feel like some of you are handling this and some of you are feeling a little bit bombarded. So we have the Page of Wands. They're not just looking to you for emotional support, these people around you, they're also looking for inspiration from you. You inspire a lot of people. Once again, if you're reading it in the reverse, if that speaks more to you, that would speak more to them. Again, kind of doing it too much, like it's a bit of an imbalance. Okay. The Ten of Cups, once again, speaks of that super happy ending of a family, well-rounded happiness, supported emotional stability. If it's reversed, once again, there might be a lack or an imbalance within that system. And based on what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing that imbalance with some of you as being like the person that they depend on a little bit too much. Okay. Some of you, I feel like, are handling it fine, and some of you, it's wearing a little thin. And I think that's why we have the reversal right side up energy that I'm picking up here, because I wouldn't usually just flip cards around like that. The Lovers as well. Man, this is going beyond just like your family, your friends, your coworkers. I'm feeling like maybe this isn't just a group of people you're asking about, pile two. This might be all people you're asking about. Every single facet of your relationship is totally you're like that rock star that can do it all. I'm the mom, I'm the career woman, I'm the boss, I'm the dedicated, giving, and emotionally supportive lover. Okay. I'm a mother, I'm a father, right? Maybe this is a person who does all of that. Like maybe you're a single person, so you're doing the job of taking care of a family by yourself without that other aspect of a partner. Okay. I'm also seeing that you have both feminine and masculine qualities of power, and that's why people are so drawn to you. And I'm feeling that some of you are handling it fine, and some of you are starting to feel taken advantage of and tired, or at the very least, you need maybe a little bit of help to shoulder all of that weight. Okay, all of that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pick out one of these. These are those little You Are Magic cards. They have just like little word messages on them. Oh my gosh, you got three. Let's start. Not shuffling any more of those. Okay, so everything that is most precious in life is a form of love. Art is a form of love, if it be noble. Labor is a form of love, if it be worthy. Thoughts is a form of love, if it be inspired. Okay, again, so this I feel like is a good indication or clarification on this whole energy that I'm getting. Everything is great as long as you're okay, pile two. Okay, if you're rocking it and you were just like, how does everybody feel about the job I'm doing? Well, they think you're doing great. Okay, with the reversal on all of those, there might be some people around you who worry that you take on too much and that you take on other people's problems too much and that it's too much for you. But I'm not seeing you tire. Okay, I'm not seeing you like despair or anything like that because it's too much. Scooch these over. Okay, put that right there. We also have great people do things before they are ready. They do things before they know they can do it. Doing what you're afraid of, getting out of your comfort zone, taking risks. That's what life is. That is something that they all think about you, that you're just this person who's ready all the time, whether you are or not. Pile one, this is what your people think about you. Okay. If we stand for change, we can speak a popular movement with power, influence, magic, and genius. Okay, this is telling me that. Hello again. It stopped recording again. Okay, so this is basically saying I'm getting through this that because you are this powerhouse of a human being, pile two, you are capable of power, influence, magic, and genius. Okay, like I'm seeing some famous-y vibes for you. All right, so I want you to remember that no matter what, even if you feel like maybe people aren't supporting you enough, and if you don't, ask them to. Okay, delegate. Be like, I can't handle this right now. Maybe you should take care of it, Martha. Sorry, I threw out names like random, just coworker names is what I call them. And usually I do them about people I don't actually have names for. Okay, so these are your little making magic cards. These just give you some little advice, and this little card popped right off the bottom. These give you advice on actions you can do, symbols to look for, energies to channel, just to give you a little boost on like some stuff you can do to help your current energy. Okay, here we go. The sun, the golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. Look at this. Pile two, you're a rock star. Y'all are rock stars. Okay. I don't think I'm going to get much more out of that. I think in our last pile, we got just one of these and like three of these. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave it at that. So pile two, my only advice to you is if you're feeling overwhelmed, reach out for help, delegate a little bit. It doesn't always have to be on you, okay? But overall, the message I'm getting for you is that you're awesome. You're gonna do this and keep doing it to the point of even becoming famous or world renowned. So that's amazing. So as far as if you're worried about what your group of people are thinking about you, is overwhelmingly positive. Some of them might be worried that you take on too much. Okay. And if they're worried about that, I say those are the people you go to first to ask for help if you are overwhelmed. So with that, thank you so much for joining in and listening to this reading. If it was helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more. Leave some comments on how this resonated with you, and also comment on topics you'd like to see me do in the future. Thank you so much, soul friends. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. We'll see you at the next one. Take care. Hello, pile three. So if you picked this pile, the power of surrender, we are going to get into this reading for you and find out what this group of people think about the folks in our pile three. What does this group of people think about pile three? Oh. No. Now I gotta decide if I want to use all these. What the heck? Let's do it. Okay. Pile three, I'm just going to get these all moved up so that we can have room for all of them. There are 5 left. That's a lot, but I feel like they're yours. So I'm going to stick these. I'm not going to shuffle them or move them. I'm just going to stick these aside so that we can look at these ones first, and then we'll use those ones for clarification, and we might not even need tarot for you, pile three. Let's see. What does this group think about pile three? Surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. And we also have surrender to beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. Also have surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. And then we also have surrender to your full power. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. Okay, so this is what I'm getting so far from the group of people you're asking about, pile 3, is that they see that you are, and I know these are surrender cards, but there are some things that your group might want you to surrender, but I'm just looking more at the energy of what these cards are saying. So I'm seeing people seeing you as kind of one of those people who are connected to a more spiritual way of life. People are aware of that of you in this group, whether you have shared that with them or not. Okay. You're open to the magic of life. You're surrendered to wonder and awe. Okay. So that's what I'm picking up for that card. This card right here is that you're also an outdoorsy type as far as your group thinks you are. And that they see you as somebody who isn't afraid to relax and enjoy like the stuff that's around you, all those things that are around you in your life that are just there all the time. You know, you stop and smell the roses, so to speak. You might be like somebody who is into, sorry, there was a little drop of water here and I don't want it to get this card wet. That you take time to relax, replenish, that you understand that like it's not all work all the time. Okay. I'm seeing that this group sees you as somebody who like kind of like a oh, I don't know, like one of those like people who's like super into like natural foods, health, but not just physical health, like spiritual health as well. And like you're connected to nature, you're connected to the universe, you're connected to life itself, and people around you feel that way about you. They've noticed that. You're also okay when you're alone. You're also somebody who's kind of quiet for as big of a person as I'm feeling that you guys are, and that people see you as. You're also one of those people that's super quiet, like a strong silent type. People might be sitting around arguing or debating or giving their opinions left and right, and I see pile 3 people as being that cat that just sits back nice and quiet, listens to everyone, but just has that calm like smile on your face, you know, because you're above the pettiness of people around you. Like you're at least your group sees you as somebody who is very enlightened. Okay. You don't mind silence, even if it's silence with another person. If you like ask somebody like, hey, what's going on? And they just don't answer you, you don't say, hey, did you hear me? You just wait for them to be ready to talk to you. Okay. I'm seeing a positive thing about this. Like, I'm not seeing that people see this about you as a negative trait. Okay. Like, I'm not seeing laziness or anything like that. People are also seeing that while you are very much in this mode of enlightenment, that you haven't totally come into your full power yet. And that I don't see as them seeing a lack from you. I think it's more of they see you going places, pile 3. They're like, oh my gosh, that person's already got all this stuff going on. They kind of see you as being on a different level. Okay. I think that maybe you might be an empath or somebody very spiritual who's in tune, like maybe Sorry about that little break there. My camera's been cutting out because I'm running out of storage. So, wherever I cut off on the last part here, your group of people think that you're playing it small in the sense that, like, because you're like this, you're capable of doing even more. Okay. Like that you might be famous, something that you might be like an energy healer, or they think that you're like a powerful psychic, a powerful pagan, however you want to look at that. So let's look at what these 5 cards are. Trust yourself in your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take actions and be confident that you have chosen the right path. They see you as a confident person, pile 2. Or I'm sorry, pile 3. Am I saying pile 2 over and over again? My bad. That you're trustworthy, but you're not just trustworthy, you trust yourself. Like you have this like confidence that people have picked up on in these groups of people. They trust you and they know you trust yourself. You don't mince words. You take action, you show confidence around them. They see you as a confident person. We also have Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Once again, this isn't what I'm seeing as them wishing you would do. This is something that they are seeing that you already do. Like I said, when you're in a room full of people debating, arguing, whatever you want, you are the one sitting there being quiet, being calm, not judging. Okay. And that's what, at least what people see you doing. So that's awesome. We also have, yeah, the idea that you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. They very much see you letting people do what they want to do. You let them live their own journey. You don't give unsolicited advice. But when you do give advice, I think that it's probably pretty good and people like to get advice from you. Pile 3. Belief in society. Open up to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. This, again, I'm seeing as this idea that everybody sees that in this group as well, that you're this person that doesn't follow societal rules. Like you might be more open-minded about different lifestyles. Okay, you might be like the advocate in your office or in your home and family for people who are different than others. Okay, and you might stick up for that. You don't let the society that you've been born into dictate your morals, and people around you see that, or at least that's what they think about you. Okay, and then they see you as passionate, that you get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Yes. Okay. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Yeah, they see you as this like passionate person, positive, just kind of going, marching to the beat of your own drummer is what people see you doing. But they see you doing it in a positive way. Pile 3. They see you as somebody who is totally in control and comfortable with who they are as a human being. And I'm seeing through this reading that their perception of you is spot on. Okay. You might not always be this enlightened. Okay. But everybody around you thinks you are. And a lot of times you are. You're kind of an old soul that's experienced, that has surrendered all these things already, maybe in a past life, maybe in this life. No one has seen these things from you in this group, that's for sure. Like they almost feel like you're not even capable of slipping into any of these negative patterns, that you've already surrendered all of it, and that you're capable of doing that when so many other people are not. So let's go ahead and get you some tarot cards and just see if there's anything else that your guides want you to know. Pile 3. If there's any advice or clues to who these people might be for you. I think you probably already know who they are. Okay, let's see. Right away we have 10 of Cups, King of Cups, and Page of Wands. Okay, so yes, I see you, and this is just speaking again to the way this group sees you. They see you as somebody who has it all: family, personal stability, and the ever-increasing ability to adapt and change into something new. Like the ability to be open to new ideas and new inspirations no matter what. Like you're not a stagnant person. You are always willing to learn new things, to hear new ideas, to be creative, to take the role of student. And this is how you've gotten so far, is that you're open to these life lessons. Pile 3. And people are really picking up on that. I keep feeling like I'm saying pile 2. It's because my camera cut out so much. I'm discombobulated now. Thankfully, the guides that have been coming through and the energy that's coming through is so clear for all the piles and so different. It was very cool. So let's go ahead and just pull like one of these wonderful little "You Are Magic." And these just give these awesome little instead of images, they give you words only, and it's usually really nice stuff. Okay, this one's calling out to me. There is a real magic in enthusiasm. It spells the difference between mediocrity and accomplishment. Okay, they see you as an enthusiastic person. You are someone who, yeah, you inspire them without making them feel like you're better than they are. Okay. Everybody just kind of in this group, at least, just loves to be in your presence. You're kind of like a guru. Like everybody, I'm hearing the things they say about you, like, oh, they're just, aren't they amazing? I know. I don't even know how this person does what they do. I don't know how they rise above like they do. I don't know how they figure this stuff out. I don't know how they knew that about me, but they were right. Those kinds of things are what I'm hearing. And it's all like positive from this group of people. Okay, and these are just making magic cards. So it's like types of advice of different magic you can use, symbols to look for from your guides, and anything to help you in this particular situation. Achievement, yep. With the award, accolade, or contract. Oh, win the award, accolade, or contract. Yeah, you are not just seen as this awesome person, you are seen as an achiever and someone who will continue to achieve. Okay. That everybody expects you to just keep moving up and up and up. And it's amazing. I'm going to get just maybe one more of these. Here, two more. Okay, here we go. I also see little luxuries, generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. This, I think, even though you are so enlightened, I feel like this is maybe a little bit of a reminder from your guides to give yourself some relaxation time, pile 3. You are such a go-getter, but they want you to remember that, like, it's not always about big, crazy stuff. It's not always on you to enlighten everyone. And I think you know that. I think they're just trying to reiterate to give yourself a little bit of a break. And I think you do. But it's like they want you to just like look at the little luxuries a little bit more around you. Like give yourself some luxuries, some comfort. Okay. Even if it's saying what you wanted to when usually you stay silent. All right. Transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration and enlightenment. What did I say? You're an enlightened cat, pile 3. You guys are just kicking booty and taking names. And so that is what your group thinks about you. I really don't have much else to say about that. I apologize for the videos cutting out. I did delete some storage stuff, so hopefully that will help in the future, but I think I should be able to compile these together in editing and be okay. With that being said, you enlightened cats in pile 3, thank you so much for listening. Please like and subscribe if you liked what this did for you. Also leave me comments on how it resonated with you, and give me ideas in the comments for videos you'd like to see me do in the future. So take care. So much thanks to you, pile 3. You are a light in this world of darkness. I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you at the next one. Take care. Hello, pile 4. So if you picked the peridot and citrine bracelet and the shadows and light oracle cards, let's find out what this group of people thinks about you guys, pile 4. Oh my, we've already got stuff coming through. All right, pile 4. We'll scooch these up and then we'll look at them a little bit closer for you. So here we have Dress of Alchemy, release your power. Then we also have, and that was number 33. We also have 17, strangely lonely, holding on way too tight. Calm amid chaos, sea storm, number 32. I apologize for those window glares. I'm trying to get in my shadow of my phone here so you can see this well. It's a beautiful card. And then Fairy of the Highlands, it's time to be brave. Aw, okay. So let's see here. Your group of people, sorry if you can hear my stomach growling. Your people in this group of people that you're asking about, they, what am I trying to say? This is the first pile that I've gotten this energy from. I'm thinking that the group of people that you are thinking about, pile four folk, is a group of people who they are not reading you correctly. You are misunderstood. This is the pile of the misunderstood, I think. Okay. Um, what I'm seeing, the way that they're misunderstanding you, is that it's like they see you. I feel like this is for me. They see you. People see you as like being very busy, doing all this stuff, seeing all these things, doing all these things, controlling things. That you are exerting power over more than what you actually are. And I'm not saying you're not powerful. I'm saying that the group around you, like I'm almost getting that sense of like a small town or like a small community where everyone's very like-minded, right? And then this new person moves into town or gets hired or joins the acting troupe or however, whatever this is doing for you, joins this group living situation or however you want to look at it, whatever that group of people is for you. Like they're almost already like they kind of collectively decide how they're going to judge a human being and how they're going to think about them without actually getting to know the person. Okay. And so we're going to take what this group thinks with a grain of salt, pile four. I'm not saying that what they see about you is negative. I'm seeing that like sense of, and I've dealt with this a lot in my own personal life, of like, this person's doing their own thing. But instead of being like, wow, how admirable, how cool, I wonder if what they're doing would work for me, they're more like, why are they doing it differently? Okay. Are they holding on to stuff too tight? It seems like maybe the way that she's hanging onto this little gravestone, okay, or this that was my stomach, or if you heard that, like a gravestone, or even like holding on to Celtic or pagan mysticism, that they think that see how magical and I don't want to say witchy, but especially these two. See how pagan they look. I try not to use the word witch because I feel like even though it's gotten a more positive connotation over time, I feel like non-pagan people who don't understand witchcraft or the craft, as I call it, because I feel like the word witch originally had a negative connotation when it was invented way back in the day. So far, recently, people have been taking the word witch back. Okay. And that's great. If you call yourself a witch, if you say you practice witchcraft, no disparagement to you whatsoever. But if you do describe it that way, those of you who do, this group of people, they bristle at it a little bit. Like they have that old uh, European witch hunt kind of mentality of like that stuff comes from a dark place because they don't understand what it is. And they've been taught to believe that this is not the way. And they see you being this way unabashedly and open about it. Not so much that you're just running around being like, oh my gosh, I cleansed my crystals last night and it was amazing, Samantha. It was just amazing. You're not doing that. They just see you like you're totally living on your own, just like being you, doing you. Okay. But they see you, and this is what they're imagining is like this like witchy spell casting, maybe even some think that you're into like devil worship or Satanism. And hey, if you're a Satanist in the religious sense of the word, people like that need to look up on the actual belief of Satanism, because even that religion, that organized religion and belief system in our society now, is not what is often imagined by people who don't understand people who choose to be in that faith. Okay. And it's the same kind of negative connotation that they put on people who are into like ancient European mysticism or Native American mysticism or earth magic or whatever you want to call it, witchcraft, the occult. Okay. Not a cult, the occult. Okay. And I'm seeing that, notice how I'm like, I'm hopping back to those, like, you guys don't need to hear that in pile four, but I feel like those people around you do. Like, they don't seem to understand what it is that you're doing. They don't understand your beliefs. They're seeing you as like this dark, mysterious, like magical creature, but they're seeing it in a more, I don't know if they're threatened by you, but it's like, if you know what I'm talking about, you grew up in the 80s and 90s during like the time of like the satanic panic, where people were like worried that like if you listened to certain music there'd be like satanic messages in it and it would like make you kill your whole family, stuff like that. It's very much that mentality is what I'm picking up on. I'm just not going to sugarcoat it. People like that are hard to educate on the fact that whatever you believe is not as negative as they may seem to think based on television, past religious indoctrination, that kind of thing, uh, leads to that persecution of people like you. So maybe you live in an area where the occult, paganism, witchcraft, mysticism, that those things are seen as being like risky, or even like using dark powers to get what you need. Okay. And I think you're aware that they feel this way. I think that maybe it causes you some distress, pile four, on like, how bad is this going to get? Like, are these people going to show up on my porch with like torches and pitchforks? Okay. And if you feel that way, I'm not gonna be like, you're being paranoid, don't worry about it. I would say actually, if you're not already aware, to go online and find out what the rights are for someone like you who doesn't believe the same kind of like belief system that the people around you in this group do. Find out what your rights are. Find out if there's ways that you can educate them, would be my advice to you so far. And that's what I've got coming in through the energy. But let's learn a little bit more about where these people are coming from. They also see you calm amid chaos. So you kind of got like this Zen quality about you, that when everyone is completely flipping out and losing it or arguing, you are more of the type to either immediately give like a very clear, concise, enlightened answer to these folk, or you do not engage. Okay. You either speak your truth and stand by it and don't apologize. I don't see you doing this in a harsh way. Like, I see you actually kind of not placating these people, but like not throwing, you're not rubbing their nose in like what you're into. Okay. You just know that they're aware of it. Like, maybe like they feel like just because you're existing in their presence and not hiding it or apologizing for it, that they, I just lost my train of thought because another thought just popped in. So I'm just going to go with this. I'm also getting this sense that maybe you are in an alternative lifestyle. Okay. So maybe this is a group of people who, at one time, society saw your lifestyle as being somewhat taboo. Like, maybe you're in like a same-sex relationship, and the people around you are not, or vice versa, because everything always works both ways. It could be that you practice a different religion from them. It could be that I mean, it could even be something as simple as you're a single parent and you're not remarried, something like that. Or you never got married, but you have kids, or you're living together with somebody and you're not married. That's what I'm picking up, is like this judgmentalness, that even when you're calm and Zen-like, not all of them, but some people in your circle still meet that with suspicion and don't look at it as a positive quality. Okay. And then this "it's time to be brave" card, I don't feel like this is coming from your group, pile four. I don't think this is coming from their mentality of like, oh, you better be brave because we're coming for you. I don't see anything like that. And if you have fears like that, do not discount them. And I'm not saying that you're in any danger, but that type of ignorance in group form to me is something that you got to kind of keep an eye on, at the very least, so that they don't like just make your days harder. Okay. But that uneasiness that you feel is validated, Because what have they done historically to people? What have groups of people done who disagree vehemently with something that someone else believes or something someone else is doing, whether they are pushing it on them or not, and you are not pile four, they feel threatened by it. And we've seen historically that they can do some pretty messed up junk to people when they disagree with you or they don't understand you. Okay. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to not like make this a personal thing because if you're going through this with a group of judgmental folk like this, pile number four, I relate to you hardcore on like every level of what's going on here, to the point that even if this suspicion isn't surrounding me by people, it's getting to the point where I always feel like it is anyway, because like, like you're okay, so you meet somebody and you're like, I know already that as soon as this person sees me, they're gonna smell the evil on me, or they're gonna think they do, and I'm gonna have to deal with that suspicion from them too. Okay. I get it. Not everyone around you is going to be like this, but this particular group of people right now, this is all you're getting. Okay. Your guides are coming through with this message, or your mind, okay, is coming through with this message of it's time to be brave. Which to me means that it's time for you to stand up against this. Let's just call it what it is, discrimination. I mean, that's all I'm seeing. And like, this might not be somebody that's into mysticism or the occult. It could be simple as, you're an atheist and they're not, or they're atheists and you believe in stuff and they don't like that. Okay. It's a general reading, so it's hard to say, but like, based on the energy and the fact that you're at a tarot reading makes me feel like you're kind of into like the occult kind of stuff, the magic. Okay. Um, your guides are telling you to be brave, to stand up for yourself, especially if you are in a work situation. If they're doing this to you, that's hostile work environment and that's not okay. Okay. So I feel like with her demeanor, she's not totally given up, but you see the unsureness in her eyes. She's weighing all of her options. She's clutching her little sword in front of her, like, I really don't want to do this, but I guess I better keep this around me because I'm feeling threatened. Like, she looks like she's feeling threatened. Okay. And your guides are coming through to say, don't feel threatened. Be brave. Okay. Every single human being on this planet has either a very strong, powerful mind, if that's what you believe in, or you have strong, powerful spiritual guides that have been with you since you were born, who have been with you from lifetime to lifetime, who have been taking care of you. Okay. And this is saying that they're like, there's something's coming. Okay. Someone's going to say something to you, or someone's going to cross a line, and your guides are saying, be brave. Don't back down from it. Do not apologize. Don't flip your top either. And it doesn't seem like you're the type that's going to do that. But stand your ground. You don't have to draw your sword, but hang on to it, just so that they know that you have it. Okay. And I'm speaking metaphorically. Don't bring swords to work. But anyway, sorry, I made it funny. But keep it there with you. You're not being paranoid. Your aversion and sensitivity to how people are looking at you is spot on. I'm not gonna be like, oh, pile four, you feel like people feel this way, but they really don't. That's not true. At least not from the energy that I'm getting. Okay. So let's see if we can get some more insight from your guides for this group of people you're dealing with some tarot. Here's one. Oh, there's four. Oh, there's five. So that means this guy is right here in the order. Okay. All right, pile four. Justice. Excellent. 10 of Swords. Don't worry. This card scares the crud out of me every time I see it, but I don't want you to worry about it. The World, excellent. Three of Wands, excellent. And Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so I am very much seeing that whether or not this is a group of people that you work with, if it's your family, um, it's affecting a large part of your life. I'm feeling like it's work for a lot of you, okay? Or like school, or like the group that you have to be with on the daily, okay? So it could be family, could be in-laws, that kind of thing. Could be like significant others, family members, or their group of friends that you're having an issue with. But for the most part, I'm seeing this as like where you live, where you work, not so much the people close to you, like your friends and family, because I don't see you surrounding or putting up with this in your personal life. I feel like you're putting up with it professionally because you don't feel like that sort of thing should be at work. And so you don't bring your stuff to work. And all these people are like trying to catch you at it. Does that make sense? So, yeah. Okay. So let's talk about these. So this Justice card very much speaks to me that your guides are saying, because we already know how the group feels. I don't even think we have to waste any more time with that. So now let's give you some insight into how to deal with these wonderful group of individuals who just don't understand what's going on. Wasn't that a nice way to describe them, pile four? There's my stomach again. Maybe I'm hangry, but I'm pissed off at these guys already for being like making you go through this. Anyway, Justice, however, in the upright position means that whether or not they're going to be punished for doing this to you, what is fair and just and good is going to rule in the favor of what is just and good in this situation. Okay. And that your guides are assuring you that the hurt and pain that this has caused you, and this is why I'm telling you not to be worried about this card in this position and in this energy context. The pain that you have felt over this situation has reached its peak, okay? They have hurt you to the point that they are able, and that part is done. However, I want to say that, and the sun is rising, on a new thing. I am going to say that there isn't going to be something coming along because of this card here, where they try one more time. Like, I feel like a breaking point coming for you, pile four, where you're like, somebody really finally crosses a line and says something just nasty or accuses you of something nasty, okay? And you finally go, I have rights. I am standing up for myself. This isn't right. This isn't any of your business, even if it was true. I'm not doing anything to any of you. And I want to cuss so bad, but I'm not quite comfortable yet to do it. Tell them to go to somewhere where you are not at, okay? And once you stand up for yourself against this onslaught of BS from these jerks around you, I'm sorry, they are making me so mad that they're like, air. Breathe, Miriam. This isn't about you. Okay, it's going to come to an end, okay? You have what you have in place. I see that you have maybe been, and if you haven't been, and this is a work situation or a organized group situation where you have legal rights because you're there, okay? Start documenting every time you get a look that makes you uncomfortable, every time somebody makes an ignorant comment about your beliefs that makes you uncomfortable, every time you feel excluded because they act like you aren't trustworthy because you're different from them, okay? Like, we don't want you teaching kids, or we don't want you teaching this class, or we don't want you hanging out with our kids if we're not around because we don't want you teaching them bad stuff, okay? I don't want you hanging around my friend or my significant other because I don't want you to corrupt them with your weird way of thinking. Okay? Document every time one of these misguided people do that to you. Okay? gather that up, because with the Three of Wands, that's like a your planning and your gathering is good. Okay, so you've either already been doing this pile four because you knew that this is like, in some cases, like in work situations, this would be considered like a violation of like most workplace policies. Okay, and you probably had training videos for that kind of thing, or at least a briefing on that sort of thing about hostile work environments and discrimination and all of that. You know your rights. You know. And so this is all going to come full circle with you being like, you ain't doing this to me today, Cynthia. Man, I really hope nobody named Cynthia ever like follows this, because Cynthia, we are not talking about you. We're talking about this group of people. Anywho, um, you have put plans in place to protect yourself. Your guides are saying that you are protected, and that all you need to do to make this stop is to stand up for yourself. Okay. And I'm hearing from them that you don't even have to go out and make a stink or make any effort to make this happen. Someone's going to mess with you at least one more time, and you're going to be like, no, universe has my back, and y'all are in the wrong, and I have my rights, and stop. Okay, so what your guides want you to do for now is to just my stomach. So just process that energy as best you can. Okay, process and gather that bravery and courage that you need to stand up for yourself in this situation, because all you're doing is your job. All you're doing is minding your own business. All you're doing is finding your own truth. These people don't need to be meddling in your life with suspicion and dark thoughts and assumptions about you that are simply not true, and assumptions about not even just you, but people like you. Okay, whether it's religion, lifestyle choices, what have you. Okay, has nothing to do with your worth, and it has nothing to do with a fault. It's not a fault of yours. This is a fault of theirs. Okay. Whew. Getting all riled up. I'm coming in hot. Okay, so let's see. Let's get you some more advice. Because like I said, I'm not interested in what these people think about you anymore. If I go into like detail about things they say or stuff they do or what they imagine you are doing, it's just going to it might not make you mad, y'all. It's just going to make me mad. And I'm just going to go into this angry rant about how ignorant these fools are. Okay. I feel this one. Okay. What do we say? Of course, there must be lots of magic in the world, he said wisely one day, but people don't know what it is like or how to make it. Perhaps the beginning is just to say nice things are going to happen until you make them happen. Okay. So this to me is speaking of this idea of, if you are like into magic, paganism, witchcraft, whatever you want to call it, and people are like hating on you because magic doesn't exist, all those old world like assumptions about this type of like spiritualism, this is like your higher self, I feel like, is coming through. Like your thoughts are coming through, like, of course there's magic in the world. Okay. The problem with them is that they've never tried to look for magic in their world. They are looking for people to hate on, people to judge, people to make them feel better about themselves because they are lacking in their own magic, in their own like stability, in their own happiness. And so they voice that on other people. They just force it onto you. So I feel like this is just in your head. Like the beginning is just say nice things are going to happen until you make them happen. This could be that either be you advising them that that's how they should feel, or it's you just reaffirming to yourself that you at least are on the right path. Whether this energy that they're putting on you is their energy that they're projecting onto you, or if they're just scared. This to me is just an affirmation of like where you're at. And if you imagine throughout this scenario that something good is going to come of this, and that you're going to come into your own, and that you're going to stand up for yourself against this injustice from these folk, that it's going to be okay. And that's all you have to do. Okay. Put that there. Now let's get you. Hang on. This one just popped out too. So many of us choose our path out of fear disguised in practicality. Yeah. What we really want seems impossibly out of reach and ridiculous to expect, so we never dare to ask the universe for it. I'm saying, I'm the proof that you can ask the universe for it. Please. Okay. That again is like things that you need to, I'm seeing these as like words that your guides are putting through as like words that you can use to tell these people. Maybe not in words, but in actions or in the way that you handle this situation. These people are the ones that are afraid. The only fear that you have is dealing with the fear of how this is going to affect you professionally, personally, when you haven't even done anything wrong. You haven't hurt anybody. Okay. I'm going to go ahead for the sake of symmetry and pull one more of these. Okay. I have discovered in life that there are ways of getting almost anywhere you want to go if you really want to go. Yes, again, this is just, again, speaking of the words that I think your guides would like you to use when you're sticking up for yourself. Keep those like messages in mind. I feel like these are speaking specifically to a few people in like, I can almost hear the arguments of those people against you, and like this is your answer to them. Okay. I don't see you as faltering in this pile 4. I just see this as like you need some confirmation that like you're not in the wrong. Like I see you as being a really open-minded person. You've actually given these people a little more credit than what they deserve, in my opinion. You can call them up, tell them I said that. Let's see. Okay, excellent. We got 3 of these for you. These are just making magic cards that give you some advice on symbols that might be helpful to you right now, spell work that might be helpful, deities, symbols, etc. So let's see what we got. Time to shine. Yes. Creates the energy. Oh, I can't see this because of the glare. Creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. Okay, yes, this is very much a message for you, pile 1. This is the time to shine. This is the time to stand up. In our society right now, when you think of like mysticism in the sense of it being practiced in the world, we have more rights right now if we're in this kind of belief system than we've ever had in recorded history since paganism was conquered and shifted into different religions. Okay. And so now's the time to stick up for yourself, not just so that you feel better, but so people that come after you don't suffer the way you have, and certainly don't suffer the way people in the past have. So then we also have the elements. The elements of fire, air, earth, and water combine to create powerful protective boundaries, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional. You have you're the magician, okay? Like in the tarot card, you have all the power of all the elements. You're a well-rounded human being. You've got all 4 of them, plus the power of the 5th element of love and spirit, okay? And I think that working with some elemental magic might help you. Binding might help. There's an awesome little binding spell where you just put the names of these people in on a slip of paper, and you fill up a little container with water, and you put the names into the container in the water, and you close it up, and then you put it in your freezer. Every single time I do this, there's never an explosive ending with these people. They just like lose interest in me and leave me alone, or they chill out, or they move on to someone else. Any of those wonderful things might be worth looking into. Some like banishing, binding elements. Okay, like you do a banishing candle or a candle for protection before you have to go face these individuals. Do a cleansing of negativity each night with water to get their negativity and their awful feelings off of you. Okay, that's what I got coming through with that card there. And then we also have wishes come true, a rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. Yeah, this is going to work out. You are going to end up the winner in this situation. Pile 4. I'm not worried about you at all. I'm proud of you. I'm sorry you went through this. but I think you're going to become a voice for somebody in your community, in your job, in your sphere of existence, who actually might educate some of these fools. And at the very least, you'll become stronger in yourself for standing up to it, because there's no reason. Okay. So the one message or card that I want you to focus on the most is this one. Stand at your ground. Be brave. You have done nothing wrong. You have done none of the things that these people think you are capable of, and it's coming from a place of ignorance and fear on their part. And when people are hating on somebody because they're ignorant and afraid, and this person's just doing their own thing, that means that this person is the divine being of light. You're giving off a higher vibrational energy than these folks are, and they are trying to drag you down. So legally, you have rights. Spiritually, you have protection. And personally, at least from this chick right here, you have support. Okay, energetic support, not just from your guides, but from me. I'm going to be thinking about you guys out there dealing with these situations. Whew, what a group of readings today. They were all so different. So, if you got drawn to more than one pile, I would love to hear how they matched up for you. I would love to hear a lot of feedback in the comments for this reading, because this was some huge energy that came through for every single one of these piles. So, if you liked this reading, please give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. What else do they say on these Instagram videos or these YouTube videos? Please leave me comments on how it resonated with you, of how things turned out. Give me some stories of this actually like was a thing, okay? And tell me about how you triumphed, pile 4, because like I see triumph coming through. I see triumph coming through all these piles, even though some of these piles had some definite negative energy that people are dealing with. I think that overall your guides have got your back, folks. So hang in there. I am sending you all kinds of positive light and positive protection and support just from my heart, because we're all in this together, y'all. And we all found each other for a reason. So stay true to you, stay strong, stay focused. Don't apologize for who you are, pile 4. I am just sending you so much love and support. Please, I hope I see you next time. Take care, and we will see you next time I do one of these. Bye bye.